Hey, I'm Jeremy. Welcome back to Rugby Informer. Just some quick thoughts on the Springboks win over Scotland at Murrayfield. Just listening to the commentary from Hundred Pollard in his interview after the game, him saying the Boks still got a lot of work to do and a lot of things they want to work on despite being happy with the win. It just goes to show how high the standards are with the Springboks at the moment. Level of excellence that Rassie Erasmus and the coaching staff have put into the Springboks. Firstly, credit has to go to Scotland. They put up a really good fight. I think they knew from the get-go that they weren't necessarily going to match the Boks in terms of physicality, and they ended up really using their backline to the best of their ability and were denting the line hard with the likes of Tui Pilatu. Hugh Jones had a fantastic game, spinning out of tackles, almost finding the try line. Finn Russell got that Scottish backline moving really nicely. I thought they had great width on the ball. Kinghorn was getting involved. Jordan at fullback had a really, really good game. Scotland know that their best chance of beating a team like South Africa is to try and bamboozle them with the backline. And they were really good throughout the game against a backline full of World Cup winners, really experienced defenders like and Esterhazen. So they were really good. Scotland put up an immense fight. And even though their forward pack was outmuscled, they did really, really well. As for the Boks, there was a lot of excitement from the get-go, and the most notable thing is that kick pass that the Boks seem to have really adopted and made their own. Those cross-kick tries used to be something that the All Blacks loved, and I think they were the envy of most other teams in the world. And while South Africa's pulled them off here and there over the last couple of years, especially someone like Manie Libbok, it's great to see Pollard and Willie le Roux using them to great effect, with Mapimpi on the end of two of them. The first one maybe planned, but kind of looked like a moment where Pollard spotted the space and Mapimpi was out on the wing and took it easily. But the second one was the one that actually caught my eye, one that looked like a pretty orchestrated move from the set piece. What made it so great is just so many players in motion. The Boks attacking to the right of the field, Esterhazen drawing on a lot of players, going through a second phase. And if you actually stop the video at that moment, you can actually see Mapimpi floating around in the midfield with Willie, and they don't even have to say anything to each other. They know it's coming. Suddenly, Willie fans and Mapimpi is making a huge arced run right around to the wing. But what adds an extra layer to this is all the players who suddenly are attacking the line short on the left side, drawing in a lot of players because the Scots are suddenly thinking that there's a short pass coming out to one of them. Willie goes for the short little kick over the top, almost perpendicular to the touchline, and Mapimpi's in perfect space to catch it. You've got to give credit to Willie le Roux. He has the ability to put the ball into space rather than trying to hit a target, and he just trusts that his wingers or his fullback or whoever's on the receiving end of that is going to get into that space. Another great, perfectly executed, perfectly weighted kick by Willie le Roux. He had a fantastic game on attack and defense. He had to scoop up some pretty tricky kicks and some high balls from Finn Russell, but he did really well in my eyes. But while the Boks continue to innovate in that area, these kind of set-piece, multi-phase moves, which is fantastic to see, the set piece looked a little wanting, particularly the line out. There was one kind of botched line out that Thomas du Toit actually ended up scoring off anyway, but just seemed like a little bit of a shaky day for the line out, whether it was the throws or the jumpers kind of being mistimed a little. But to be fair, it's interesting to see the Boks still thrive and still find a way to score even when the beloved line-out ball is not working at all. So the scrum looked very impressive. They were completely demolishing the Scottish scrum, either getting short arm penalties or getting the opportunity to have a shot at goal from such a powerful scrum. They were aggressive on defense. They were good in the air. Keenan Moody was fantastic, took a few high balls. Etzebeth was immense, carrying the ball into contact, making last-ditch tackles like the one on Duan van der Merwe. He really showed that he can be the captain and stand up, even if Khaleesi's not on the field. Another epic performance from Etzebeth to add to his long list of great performances. The bench came on and made a big impact, but the Scots actually kept in the game right until the end, which was great to see. You want to see these great, amazing rivalries play out again, especially in this Autumn Nation series. But great game by the Boks. But let us know what you think. Comment down below. Please hit like, please subscribe. Let us know what you think. And I'll see you in the next one.